In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on September 18, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Minnesota Twins vs. Cincinnati Reds. The American League Central leading Minnesota Twins play Game 1 of a 3-game interleague series on the road Monday when paying a visit to the National League Central third-place Cincinnati Reds. Minnesota's magic number to clinch the American League Central remained at 7 after losing to the Chicago White Sox 7-6 on Saturday. Cincinnati defeated the New York Mets 3-2 on Saturday and has won 5 of the last 6. Cincinnati is 7 games behind first place in the National League Central and is currently tied with Arizona for the third and final National League wildcard spot. Minnesota will play without 7 pitchers as well as position players Jorge Alcala, Nick Gordon, Byron Buxton, Jose Miranda, Joey Gallo, and Michael Taylor. Cincinnati will play without 7 pitchers as well as position players Kurt Casale, Matt McLain, Kevin Newman, Stuart Fairchild, and Luke Maile. Minnesota has won 4 of their previous 5 series on the road, including a victory over the Texas Rangers at Globe Life Field. They have won 56% of their games on the road since mid-August, and they have generated a slugging percentage of just under .500 during that period. The Minnesota offense has produced away from their home stadium very recently as well, batting a healthy .295 with a .483 slugging percentage in their last 7 games. The Twins have an elite pitching staff this year, currently ranking 5th in the league in team earned run average. Their staff also excels on the road, ranking 6th overall in team earned run average on the road. The Reds have struggled to win consistently at home this month, coming up on top in just 3 of their last 7 games. Their pitching staff has faltered, producing a 6 earned run average with a 1.49 WHIP and allowing an average of over 9 hits per 9 innings in their last 7 games at home. The Reds should have the edge at home, and they're desperate for a win to stay in the wild card race. However, I can't get behind Connor Phillips and his 8.31 earned run average in a small sample size. Joe Ryan has been hit or miss this season in a larger role, but he's allowed just 5 runs in his last 14.2 innings and is averaging 10.9 strikeouts per 9 innings. The Twins are the better team overall, with the pitching advantage. The trend strongly suggests that Minnesota will emerge victorious on the road in the first game of the series on Monday evening, so the Minnesota Twins money line is our full game side pick. Ryan has produced an eye-popping earned run average of 7.66, and he allowed an average of over 12 hits per 9 innings in his last 5 starts on the road. He has also given up 11 home runs in 22.1 innings pitched. The Reds have gone over the run total in 4 of their last 7 games at home, and they or their opponents have scored 7 runs or more in 3 of the last 4. The Twins have pushed or gone over the run total in 4 of Ryan's last 6 starts. Cincinnati has hit a robust .290 with a .544 slugging percentage in their previous 5 games at the Great American Ballpark. The Reds rank 11th in the majors in average runs scored per game and 12th in on-base percentage, so they are capable of scoring quickly in bunches. The Twins have gone over the run total in 5 of their previous 6 games overall and 5 of their last 7 on the road. Most signs point to a higher scoring affair when these 2 teams meet for the first time in 2023 on Monday. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Chicago White Sox vs. Washington Nationals. Neither team has anything occupying their October this year. The Chicago White Sox and Washington Nationals are playing for pride right now. Everyone else in the organization is seeking ways to make 2024 more fulfilling. Their paths converge for a late-season interleague series. Beginning on Monday, Nationals Park will host. These teams haven't met since 2019, a year that ended much better for each franchise. Let's see if any 2019 magic will rub off on either dugout this week, starting with Game 1. Based on starting pitching alone, this is Chicago's game to lose. Each team has an awful bullpen that can't be trusted in close games. Both dugouts have an offense barely scratching 4 runs across the plate on an average night. Mike Clevinger versus Joan Adon will determine this. In the visiting corner is Clevinger with a 3.65 road earned run average and decent numbers across the board. For the home team, Joan Adon will bring his 8.1 home earned run average to the mound. Adon has seldom shown the ability to keep opponents from scoring, while Clevinger can hold his own on most nights. Both of these teams are well out of the playoff race, as the Nationals have the second fewest wins in the National League and the White Sox have the third fewest wins in the American League. Both teams also have only 3 wins in their last 10 games. Clevinger is calling off a decent last outing, but he has not given up any runs in each of his last 2 road stats, where in each he lasted 7 innings. Look for him to have a good outing in this game facing a Washington team that only scored 2 runs in their last game and ranks 22nd in the majors in runs scored. The White Sox will not light up the scoreboard, but they will get some runs off Adon, who has an earned run average close to 6 and has given up at least 4 runs in 3 of his last 5 starts. Neither of these teams rank in the top 21 in baseball in runs scored, and in their last games combined for only 2 runs. Clevinger gave up 2 runs in his last start but has not given up any runs in his last 2 road outings, where in each he only gave up 3 hits and lasted 7 innings. I look for him to continue to pitch well on the road in this opener. Adon has been up and down as of late and gave up 4 runs in his last start. He and the Nationals bullpen will give up some runs, but not too many, and with Clevinger pitching well, the White Sox come into this game averaging 4.08 runs per game, a number beating only 2 teams. Washington isn't much better, ranking 22nd with 4.27 per contest. These teams combined for 2 runs on Sunday before catching their respective flights to D.C. Don't trust either lineup in this game. Both teams are in the bottom 5 league-wide for September scoring. Mike Clevinger is an above-average pitcher capable of shutting Washington down. Granted, it's not like they need much help. Fade the offenses in this game completely. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Philadelphia Phillies versus Atlanta Braves. The Philadelphia Phillies face the Atlanta Braves, with both teams looking to cap off remarkable seasons on a high note and head into the postseason with momentum. The Phillies have an 81-68 record, and with a 24-18 record since August, they have leaped into the top wild card spot in the National League. The Braves have a 96-53 record, which is the best in the National League, but hope to rebound from 3 losses in a row. Both teams have had a tough week with more losses than wins, but they are still performing at a high level. The Braves will start right in this game, but in just a few starts, he has struggled this year. Atlanta is 1-2 when he starts at home. The Phillies must keep to pace to win the wild card with the number 1 seed. Wheeler has been solid since the All-Star break with a 3.18 earned run average. The Braves should be eager for a bounce-back performance, and they don't string together losses often. However, the Braves looked awful in their series against the Marlins, and you could question if clinching the division forced them to take their foot off the gas. The Phillies have more to play for, and Zach Wheeler has been solid with a 3.7 earned run average. Kyle Wright has been awful through 21.2 innings with a 7.48 earned run average and 1.89 WHIP. Hard to get behind Wright in this spot, so the Philadelphia Phillies money line is our full game side pick. Both teams have remarkable lineups that look to control this game from the first pitch. The Phillies, who average 4.9 runs per game, should drive in runs at will with Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber, and the rest of the lineup making hard contact and powering the ball against Kyle Wright, who has allowed 9 runs in his last 2 starts, to easily play base runners. The Braves, who have scored 22 runs in the last 4 games, should run up the score against Zach Wheeler, who has allowed 9 runs in the last 3 starts, with Ronald Acuna Jr., Matt Olson, Austin Riley, and the rest of the lineup swinging for the fences and crushing pitches to easily circle the bases. The Phillies and the Braves have 2 of the top offenses in the National League this season. They are both starting pitchers that have a history of giving up big run games. They have each had good games, but nothing of dominance. The total has reached 9 runs or more in 7 of the Phillies' last 9 games. The total has reached 9 runs or more in 5 of the Braves' last 6 games. This will be a high-scoring game with both lineups stepping up. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.